Good morning, Ada First Assembly, and here we are on Wednesday, January the 8th. It is a cold day outside, but not like it's going to be tomorrow. Hopefully we'll get some snow. Some of you may say, don't say that, Sister Keith, but boy, I'd like to have some snow. We haven't had any in a while. Let's jump right into the Big Read 2025. Make sure you've got your list today, because today's is kind of wild. We're going to piece these chapters together in the chronological order, and a lot of it is a little more genealogy, understanding who was born to whom, and kind of getting all of that together. So we're going to jump around a lot today, but then the next few days, it's going to be some straight read. Don't forget to use your notebooks, write the questions that you have, anything that the Lord just drops into your heart, make sure you're using that notebook. And we're just going to jump right in today. I will announce what I'm reading each time so you can go with me. Make sure that you have your Bible marked in two places. We're going to start in Genesis chapter 25, but then you're also going to need First Chronicles chapter 1 marked as well, because remember, the book of Chronicles is a book of history. And so we're going to see the history book backing up what's being said right here in the book of Genesis, even though that they were written many years apart. So here we go. Let's jump in. Genesis chapter number 25, and we're reading just the first 4 verses to begin. Genesis 25, 1 through 4, and it says, "Now Abraham took another wife whose name was Keturah. She bore to him Zimram and Jokshan and Medan and Midian and Ishbak and Shua. Jokshan became the father of Sheba and Dedan, and the sons of Dedan were Ashurim and Latushim and Leumim. The sons of Midian were Ephah and Epher, and Hanok and Abida and Elda. All these were the sons of Keturah." Now, our list tells us to go to First Chronicles chapter 1, and we're reading verses 32 and 33, and this is the shortened version of the genealogy, specifically for Keturah, because we're looking at this side of Abraham's lineage. This would be his, this is his wife, right? The sons of Keturah, yes it is. So let's look at verses 32 and 33. The sons of Keturah, Abraham's concubine, whom she bore, were Zimram, Jokshan, Medan, Midian, Ishbak, and Shua. And the sons of Jokshan were Sheba and Dedan. These were the sons of Midian were Ephah and Epher, Hanok, Abida, and Elda. All these were the sons of Keturah. All right. Then we are going back to Genesis 25, and this is where it gets weird, so just follow me. Genesis 25, verses 5 and 6, then we're going to jump to verse 12. Verse 5, 6, and jumping to verse 12. Chapter 25, verse 5. "Now Abraham gave all that he had to Isaac, but to the sons of his concubines Abraham gave gifts while he was still living, and sent them away from his son Isaac eastward to the land of the east." Now let's jump to verse 12. "Now these are the records of the generations of Ishmael, Abraham's son, whom Hagar the Egyptian, Sarah's maid, bore to Abraham. And these are the names of the sons of Ishmael by their names in the order of their birth: Nebaioth, the firstborn of Ishmael, and Kedar, and Adbeel, and Mibsam, and Mishma, and Duma, and Massa, Hadda, and Tema, Jetur, Naphish, and Kedemah. These are the sons of Ishmael, and these are their names by their villages and by their camps, 12 princes according to their tribes. These are the years of the life of Ishmael, 137 years, and he breathed his last and died, and was gathered to his people. They settled from Havilah to Shur, which is east of Egypt, as one goes toward Assyria. He settled in defiance of all of his relatives." Now we go back to our list, and it says to turn back to First Chronicles, and we're starting at verse 28. Verse 28. "The sons of Abraham were Isaac and Ishmael. These are their genealogies. The firstborn of Ishmael was Nebaioth, then Kedar, Adbeel, Mibsam, Mishma, Duma, Massa, Hadad, Tema, Jetor, Naphish, and Kedemah. These were the sons of Ishmael. Then we're going to jump down to verse 34. Abraham became the father of Isaac. The sons of Isaac were Esau and Israel. All right. Now our list says to turn back to Genesis 25. Back to Genesis 25. Now we're at verse number 19, and we're going to read verses 19 through 26. 19 through 26. Now these are the records of the generations of Isaac, Abraham's son. Abraham became the father of Isaac, and Isaac was 40 years old when he took Rebekah, the daughter of Bethuel, the Aramean of Padan Aram, the sister of Laban, the Aramean, to be his wife. Isaac prayed to the Lord on behalf of his wife because she was barren, and the Lord answered him, and Rebekah his wife conceived. But the children struggled together within her, and she said, "If it is so, why then am I this way?" So she went to inquire of the Lord. The Lord said to her, "Two nations are in your womb, and two peoples will be separated from your body. And one people shall be stronger than the other, and the older shall serve the younger." When her days to be delivered were fulfilled, behold, there were twins in her womb. Now the first came forth, red all over like a hairy garment, and they named him Esau. Afterward his brother came forth with his hand holding on to Esau's heel, so his name was called Jacob. And Isaac was 60 years old when she gave birth to them. Now we're supposed to jump back to verse 7, and we're going to read verses 7 through 11. These are all the years of Abraham's life that he lived, 175 years. Abraham breathed his last and died in a ripe old age, an old man and satisfied with life, and he was gathered to his people. Then his sons Isaac and Ishmael buried him in the cave of Machpelah, in the field of Ephraim, the son of Zoar the Hittite, facing Mamre, the field which Abraham purchased from the sons of Heth. There Abraham was buried with Sarah his wife. It came about after the death of Abraham that God blessed his son Isaac, and Isaac lived by Beer-lahai. And that is our reading for today. This is one of those readings where we have a lot of names and we're just making sure we understand the characters. Who are the people that we're talking about? And so we see three branches, if you will, of Abraham's family. And so this chapter pulled all of that together for us, and we saw that First Chronicles also bears witness of these three branches of Abraham's family. Catch me again tomorrow, and we're going to jump into the story. Now that we have the characters, the people figured out, let's jump into the story tomorrow. God bless you.